You know, when I was growing up, one of my favorite things to do as a teenager was to go on YouTube and watch clips of Axl Rose's legendary stage antics that included all sorts of iconic rants and meltdowns, such as him freaking out on the guy that was apparently wearing a Slash t-shirt.
Get that guy out of here. That guy right there. Are you listening to me, Mr. Security Man? That guy, gone.
Another Slash-related moment where Axl said this now iconic line when someone in the audience apparently must have been asking where Slash is.
He's in my ass. That's where Slash is. Fuckhead, go home.
There was the time that a group of people were fighting, I guess, in the middle of the band's set, so Axl stopped the show.
Yeah, come here. Go on up the stage so I can knock you the fuck out, cocksucker. Is that what we got going there? We got some kind of group right here that has an issue or something? If you do, it's cool. Just take it outside. You think you're a bigger asshole than me, you got something to learn. King Dick.
And then, of course, probably the most well-known incident back in the day during Rocket Queen, when someone in the crowd had a camera, security was not doing enough about it, so Axl famously decided to take matters into his own hands.
I'll take it, goddammit. Well, thanks to the lame-ass security, I'm going home.
But ever since Slash and Duff returned to the fold and reunited with Axl now almost 10 years ago, which is really a crazy thing to say, it does not feel like it's been almost a decade. But since then, Axl has really done pretty much a 180. He's really managed to maintain his composure throughout hundreds and hundreds of shows they've played since the reunion. I honestly can't think of any sort of meltdown that he's had in the last near decade.
This is to the spotlight that I'm pointing at. I don't know what your deal is, but I've asked you to shut that off about 10 times now. I really want to do the show for the people, and I don't want to be blind. I don't know what's wrong with the light. We can't seem to fix it. Sorry, people. We'll start over now. You can use that one, it's great. That one sucks. Please shut it the fuck off.
If anything, he seems to have really lightened up. There was even an official compilation from Guns N' Roses of Axl falling on stage. I mean, you know that kind of thing would not get posted without his permission. So Axl really seems to have lightened up in recent years. And even when things happened that previously would have most likely set him off, he remained calm. I immediately go back to that moment a few years ago. I don't quite remember when it was, but his piano was not working during November Rain, which is arguably a highlight of a Guns N' Roses show, and he did a great job of just sort of laughing it off, playing it off.
Stop. What the fuck was that? Can we stop it at least? Wow, it's the piano's broken.
And right now, the band is on tour in South America, and Axl's quite long streak of good onstage behavior came to an end in Buenos Aires when very clearly something was not going right at the very top of the show in the first two songs, Welcome to the Jungle and Bad Obsession, which, by the way, Bad Obsession is one of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs, hands down, a super underrated song in my opinion. But clearly, shit goes down when Axl is in Argentina because way back in the day, I think maybe 1992, somewhere around there, Guns N' Roses was down there, and people were, I guess, throwing things on stage, so Axl brought out a translator to berate the crowd.
If you see somebody beside you,
Si ustedes ven a alguien al lado suyo
throwing something,
tirando algo,
beat the fucking shit out of them.
And now this past weekend, Axl very visibly had a number of moments of frustration right as the show began. He kicked new drummer Isaac Carpenter's bass drum. He threw his microphone at it. Very clearly, Axl was upset about something. And then there's a moment in between songs where Axl says this.
So I'll just try and wing this.
There's not really any context in the video, so it's unclear exactly what was setting Axl off in particular. Obviously, Isaac Carpenter's drums were a target for Axl a couple of different times, but it's tough to say if Isaac is what was upsetting him, which, you know, a lot of fans think when Frank Ferrer left the band, Matt Sorum or Steven Adler should have came back. I have to agree, nothing against Isaac Carpenter. He's a great drummer, but I, of course, would have loved to see Matt and Steven back. That's neither here nor there, but unclear if Isaac was the source of Axl's frustration, or maybe he was having some technical issues, maybe with his monitors or something. There's another part of that clip from Buenos Aires where Axl appears to be talking into the microphone, but no sound is coming out. Here's the clip. Regardless of what was going on, I gotta be honest, it's just been way too long since we've had a classic Axl moment like this. Certainly a big part of the lore of Guns N' Roses, bringing back some of that classic GNR energy, some old school Axl behavior, although it's quite a bit more tame than something that you would see back in the day, and it did not result in the show being canceled or any riots starting or anything like that, so all good there. I think really the best way to explain this situation is a comment that I saw on the Buenos Aires video, which will be linked down below. And the comment said, quote, "Axl from the Old Testament is back." And with all of the dreariness around here lately, with all of the loss that we've had, certainly nice to have a moment like this, while certainly not intended to be funny, definitely was a source of comedic relief, all thanks to Axl Rose, because really, who doesn't love a good old-fashioned Axl Rose meltdown? But that is all that I got for you for right now. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe below if you feel like it, and I will see you next time.